If you're somebody who gets nervous at boat ramps or you're just scared of looking silly, let me be a beacon for you in this video. I take this 20-foot bathtub to the busiest boat ramp in Stuart, and I screw on, like literally drill and screw on a transom mount trolling motor to the bow of this boat, and we get to fishing. It got really squirrely out there, especially at the boat ramp, but we got out there and we got to fishing. Stay tuned for all of that. Closest boat ramp is 8 minutes away. No clue what it is, where it is. It's just 8 minutes away. That's where we're headed. But first I have to stop to get some snacks and some water and some ice. I have a feeling I'm just gonna leave everything in here. I don't even know where I'm going to mount that teeny tiny trolling motor. I might have to do it in the back. Who knows, man? We're just gonna get out there. We're gonna get out there and figure it out. I got my snacks and everything. I went up to the first register and she rang everything up, and it came out to like $22, which is crazy, but it is what it is. But the pin pad wasn't working. So she said I had to go to the other register. So I went to the other register. She re-rang everything up. I don't know if she forgot something or what, but it only rang up 14 that time. So we're off to a good start this morning. Don't worry about the banana. It's not going anywhere near the boat, all right? I'm gonna eat it before we even get on the boat. I don't know what boat ramp I thought I was going to. Maybe some like little teeny tiny boat ramp. I didn't realize I was going to like the main boat ramp here in Stuart, Sand Spirit. But that's where we're at right now, which is good. That's very good because the fishing over here is really good. So putting the old OKMO lithium battery in there, that's what's going to be powering our Minn Kota 55. Also went ahead yesterday while we're in Stuart. Everything is so much more fruitful down here. Picked up this Minn Kota 80, and I'm going to put this on the Baycraft. Picked this up yesterday for a steal. Another little dilemma that we have is that we have 3 plugs right here. I believe. Oh wait, there's 4 plugs. No dilemma. I thought there were 3 plugs, but 4 holes. But wait, no, there's 4 plugs, but 5 holes. Maybe I got an extra plug in the truck or something. Also, I don't know if, like, I see other people kind of lining up right here, getting their stuff ready, but I don't know. I usually don't try to like hold up a lane or anything, but I'm new here, eh? I'm new here. We kind of snuffed one problem, shoving the old chamois in the drain hole, like the least important drain hole. But we ran into another problem. The old 55, like the gunnels and everything are too thick for this to just pop on the side. Even up front, it's a little too squirrely. In the back, a little too squirrely. So I'm trying to figure out how to mount this 55 just to get out there. I moved over to the side because things are getting a little squirrely. Don't judge me, dude. I had a couple of exterior screws and just mounted this straight to the front. Mounted into a like existing what would you say, rub rail holes. So no big deal, but she's on there, brother. She's on there for now. Now we can fish a little bit, huh? Better late than never, I do believe. We are ready to go. Today's gonna be a big day for the OKMO because pulling around this big old 20-foot bathtub with just the 55, we're gonna need a lot of power. These guys are doing a cool Prime Day sale. I'm gonna leave a bunch of info on this OKMO 12-volt 100 amp hour battery in the description. A bunch of cool stuff. It's worth the read and it's worth looking them up. Go grab you one. We're gonna see what this thing can do today though. Brother, we got the 35 up front. Straight up bolt on Minn Kota 55. Let's get her in the water. Boys, it was a journey just to get to this point, trust me. Oh, your boy is out of breath. Out of breath. That's my fail safe. Just in case things go sideways, I'll have a rope connected somewhere on that old trolling motor so we can get back to the ramp. See that bait boat over there? That's kind of what I figured something like this would be good for. Just chilling at the ramp, selling bait. This is also like front runner alley, dude. So, I mean, 55's got some work to do. But brother, bon voyage. A courageous step. Hopping off the ramp. Pushing off the dock. Putting all our faith in that 55. But I mean, it took a lot of time to get here. So, maybe we'll be blessed with a tight line or something. Let's sit up here and just have a good time for a little bit, you know? Put that thing in reverse. See if this 55 even moves this bathtub. Oh yeah, buddy. Brother, we're on one. We are on one. Whenever it wasn't clamping up, I was about to just call it, honestly, but I'm glad we didn't give up. It's all about perseverance here. No matter how squirrely it gets, it's all about perseverance. I got a top water tied on. Man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly the two big old bait tanks. Big old live wells. That's basically like the same boat, dude. But yeah, about to cross over here. Actually, no, I'm not gonna be that risque. Let me flip a youre. I'll fish the docks in here. Worst case scenario, I'll jump in and paddle this thing back. I actually see a good spot right across from the ramp. The last trip we were out here, I actually hooked up on a big snook under a dock way over here. So, dude, maybe she's still there waiting on me. We will see. Fire this thing up, 100 amp hour OKMO. She's got it in her. Something like that though, a nice front console up on the bow. Huge live wells. Put a 115 on the back. What do they have? 175. Maybe toss a 175 on the back. No, that one's probably like a 22. This one is a... on the paper, it says like 19.8, so we're gonna call that bad boy a 20. High tide right now. Last time I was over here, it was low tide. Or at least an outgoing tide, pretty low. So, dude, we'll see, man. We'll see. Let me get the chest mount on. Might leave the top water for a little bit later when we get to a better spot. For right now, I'm gonna hop on the swim bait and try and toss it under some docks. Once we cruise over to these mangroves and whatnot, I'll toss on a toppy. It's funny how low we have to have this trolling motor in the water, but it makes it quite enjoyable because I get to just kind of sit on the 35 and have a hoot. First cast, bad cast. It was right under this concrete dock that I hooked up on a nice snooky the last time. Sometimes all you need is a barge of a boat and a 55 and you're in a good spot. Hey, dude. I feel like we might be like an hour too late for the toppy, but we're gonna toss it anyway. At the moment, this is the top water of choice. Cruising up to a nice seawall. I'm actually really excited about it. It looks like it cruises all the way around. So we'll toss a toppy at it while there's still some shade. Might cruise back, hit it with the swim bait. But it looks pretty good to me, dude. A nice red Carolina skiff and a cigar. Good morning. Oopsie. Cruising over here into the bay area. We definitely have a lot more current. So we're really gonna see how this OKMO holds up with this 55 against the current, kind of drilled on like a 75 speed. Towards good looking spots, staying hydrated, having a good chill time, especially with you guys. Chilling with you guys, dude. Never a dull moment out here. Dude, it was squirrely getting out here. The things we had to do, I'll never tell. Now we just gotta get on a fish. What do we got in the old 3.5? Nice big agua. Above all else, 35 is a great seat, dude. My posture's terrible. Like, if you're a good guide, dude, that you're really a godsend. Like, you're doing the Lord's work. Because you're selling some of the best memories of all time. You know, you get a family out there, put them on some fish. You know where the fish are at. You know how to get them to bite. You're selling memories, dude. It's crazy. I'll tell you what, brother. Trying to navigate through these docky areas with this big old boat, not the same as a J14, let me tell you. Dude, name a better feeling than getting snagged and giving it a good tug and it coming off. Like coming back to you, not breaking off, but it actually like coming unsnagged. Name a better feeling right now. See, like that? Scientific with it, but it takes a little more stress to not clip anything. One time, this guy told me that if you're out fishing, then you're doing pretty good in life. Like, you're all right, because just to go fishing, there's a lot of things that need to be in order. First of all, you need a truck. You need to have gas in your truck. You need to have a boat. You need to have gas in the boat. Not on this particular boat, but you get what I'm saying. You got to have so many things in order just to get out on the water. You got to have a fishing pole. You got to have lures. All these things cost money. So at the end of the day, if you're out fishing, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. Ugh, it takes so long to get to the back of this boat. Oh, now I got to go back to the front. A solid workout. These fishing videos that I've been filming, they're more so just proof of concept videos for the boats that I've been building. This one I really just want to fish a little bit, but it's also proof of concept that she floats, she doesn't take on any water. You can get out there, have a good time. Whatever you end up doing with this boat, like, it's not going to sink on you, basically. So, she's watertight. I've never had a salty mango. I've had a tahini watermelon, which is pretty good. Just out here thinking about life and whatever. I was just thinking that people get really, really caught up in what lures, what rods, what reels, what line. But like, when it really comes down to needing to catch a fish, like if you were surviving on an island, you would be stoked for like a nice piece of bamboo and a little tab off a soda can as your hook and like a little sand flea, whatever, dude. You'd be stoked on it. Same way with like people thinking they need huge boats to like do the crossing over the Bahamas. It's definitely a luxury to have a... Oh! Definitely a luxury to have a big boat. Not gonna lie to you, buddy. It spooked me. I keep it real around here. You see everything. No, and I snagged at the worst point. Give it back. Dude, hairs on the back of my neck stood up. What I was saying was it's definitely a luxury to have like a bigger boat, whatever, dude. But if you know what you're doing, you can get over there in a skiff, you know. DIY Water World hops on the skiff and goes over to the Bahamas all the time. But what I was getting at is, out of necessity, if you were stuck on an island and like a little raft with a bunch of holes in it popped up, you'd be stoked. And I bet you'd get home too. Give me my lure back. No. Terrible timing to get broke off, because I don't know what it was that we spooked back here, but it was giant. It's absolutely insane to see those jacks swimming through. Just like a gang of them. I don't even call a school of big bully jacks like that a school. I call them a gang, dude. They came through serious. I put on a little bit smaller presentation swim bait. Snook right here. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna call it. Did a whole lot of fishing, not a whole lot of catching, so I'm not gonna bore you with a lot of aimless casting. We're just gonna cruise back, enjoy the scenery, just kind of flow with the current. OKMO held up great, provided a nice morning of fishing. I got out here maybe 6 o'clock. It's like 9:45 right now. OKMO held up fantastic. That 100 amp hours is the game changer. You could fish this thing just like I did a couple days in a row. It might only have to charge it at the end of day 3, which that's what I'm looking for, dude. I'm not trying to charge it every day, and I'm also definitely not trying to have to hop off the water because the trolling motor battery died. That's a no-no and a real vibe killer. Boat ramp is just right over there, so I mean, we had a fun time. There's fish out here for sure. We saw jacks, big school of jacks, couldn't connect. Saw some snook, just kind of in the open, dude. I was for sure thinking that these snook were gonna be hiding under docks, whatever, because it's hot out here, but just out in the open. I'm probably gonna go back home and redo my whole tackle box. Not only am I just kind of over the baits that I've been throwing, but I've also been keeping them in the sun a little too long, and they're melting, so they're not squirming as much as I would like them to. So I might hit West Marine, hit Strike Zone, hit Bass Pro, get a couple lures that I think might fancy up a good strike. I didn't know that there was another ramp over here. Probably better for the old bathtub, but truck's over there, so I'm not gonna push it. My heart is definitely not feeling fantastic. Another reason I'm cruising in, but it is what it is. We got to check out of the hotel in like an hour anyway. Nice day on the water nonetheless. Never got too squirrely. Just a chill day in the STUART waters. Caught some big snook here before, just not today. Nice sandbar over here. Looks like people just kind of pull up over there and then go get their truck back in the trailer. And then I love the vibes over here, dude. The South Florida vibes are so much better than the Jacksonville boat vibes, dude. I don't know. I'm not super committed to that statement, so don't quote me, but beautiful day, man, nonetheless. Happy to be here. Happy to wake up another day, brother. With everything going on, against all odds, we keep waking up. So whether we catch a fish or not, dude, I'm still out here. Insane, dude. Just a behemoth of a skiff. She provided a good day of fishing. So I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with the old girl. Hit me up if you're super interested. We'll do a good deal on it, but otherwise, dude, I wouldn't be mad about keeping her. The way I have this trolling motor worked way better than I anticipated. What a day, man. What a day. I'm gonna spend some time disconnecting this battery, unscrewing the trolling motor from the bow of the boat, and then we're gonna hit the road. Dude, what a dream this OKMO was. What a dream. Come on, give me a little. There we go. There we go. You've done your job today. You've done well. Now you can rest. Now you can rest. Always throw these back on. Get on there. Dude, I can't breathe. My heart is acting a muck right now. Get it together, brother. Get it together. All of these holes in the rub rail is the only reason that I was chill with drilling more holes. Not a big deal. Good as new. Back to how she was. Now ready to hit the road. On the way back to the hotel, stopped to get some gas, and a cool guy walked up to me, handed me his business card, said that the boat back there was pretty sweet, and he runs this shop over here. Super cool guy off the bat. But he said that he could make this boat sweet for little money, and he doesn't have anything on the chopping block right now, so he could get you in quick. So if you end up buying it and you want to, he said he would throw a new rub rail on it. He said he would put a console up on that front deck for you and add some live wells. He said he had everything in stock. So if that's something you're interested in, hit him up. He saw the potential in the old girl for sure. I would have sat and chatted with him for a little while, but like I said, my heart is acting up big time. So I'm trying to get to the hotel room as fast as possible, lay down, hum for a little bit. I don't know if you knew that, but if your heart kind of snaps out of rhythm, you lay down and hum. Just hum a good tune. It'll kind of put it back into rhythm sometimes. So when things get really bad, I gotta lay down and hum for a little bit. And that's kind of where I'm headed right now. The fact that this hotel is only 3 minutes away from the boat ramp, this hotel might start being the go-to. She's not going anywhere. Just stopped at a STUART Harbor Freight. It felt cool to be in a new HF for once. I can't get my black ratchet strap because it's not long enough for this rig, but I had to get the old blue. She'll do all right for the way home. I completely forgot about the drain plugs. Ugh. She's a dry boat, brother. Proof of concept right there. See, I'm glad I put it on the water so I can confidently tell somebody that she doesn't take on any water. Yeah, I really got that thing in there. She gonna have to stay for the ride home, whatever. Somebody just waved us down and was pointing back at the boat. Oh, been dragging the old tripod, brother. That's something. Dude, this tripod is a trooper. Just a straight up trooper. My rope back here. I don't know what to tell you, man. For a second, I was scared we lost the bait caster. All right, back on the road. Just got home maybe an hour ago. and somebody was here waiting to buy the trailer from the Carolina Skiff, the old trailer. So that's sold, and now I'm actually about to cruise maybe 15 minutes away. Somebody listed a cherry picker engine hoist on Marketplace for a Stelio. So I'm gonna cruise over and get that before somebody else gets it. And then I can start swip swapping these outboards. I don't know where to put this thing. It's massive. I don't know. The guy who bought the trailer let me keep the winch. Score. Hopefully I have a protein bar in here still swimming around. Yup, these are really good. But also I have somebody coming to buy the Nissan 50 tomorrow. I'm selling it for $800. Is that good? Is that bad? Is that fair? I don't even know what I would have listed it at on Marketplace. I'm sure it's a good running motor, but selling it for $800. What do you think? Picked up a cherry picker. 120 bucks. What a steal. I'm gonna put that in here. Actually, right now, I'm gonna clean this all up. I'm gonna clean it all up. Everything is gonna look really good. I'm gonna put the cherry picker in here. I'm gonna put the new trolling motor in here. Everything is gonna be in here, and everything that's not supposed to be in here is gonna go in the back of the truck. I'm gonna take it to the dump. Yada, yada, yada. We're gonna make this more enjoyable. You know? I get so many of these Yeti trays going in the trash. I should definitely use them for my raspberries, but it is what it is. I sold the trailer really cheap as well. I sold it for 400 bucks. Kind of out of desperation because this boat's here, that boat is here, the Carolina Skiff is in the other garage, and with the trailer out here, I was like, yeah, I think that might be too much. Okay, I think it might be too much for right now. So let me start to sell stuff. Newsflash also, somebody's coming to buy the Jones brother tomorrow. So I know I'm sad about it because every time I look at it, I think I want to build it up myself. But like I said, I just don't have the space for it. I think I might be checking out a warehouse in the morning. And if that goes well, I might keep it. But otherwise, I have somebody coming down from like North Carolina or South Carolina, something like that, to come pick it up. So short-lived, possibly, we will see. Probably halfway through cleaning out the garage. Sunset's showing out for us. Dude, I love sharing a sunset with you guys. It just feels like old times. Take a look at that. What a beauty. Took a little while. The sun is just now finally tucked behind the trees. But look at here. Somewhere I actually want to work every day. You know what I mean? I'll kind of explain what I did. I moved my grass from the ground to up here. Little accent wall. I'm stoked about it. This is the chain and the puck of the long lost Minn Kota 55 co-pilot that we lost at the bottom of the intercoastal. New trash can, dolly. This is some spare EVA foam. This is all of my extra hardware, a full like vintage Craftsman toolbox for it. Couple bar stools. Here's something important. This is an extra 2-inch ball. Everything that I sell always has a 2-inch ball. And I kid you not, I actually lost a sale one time because he showed up and he didn't have the right hitch. We talked about it for a little while. He said, I'm gonna go to the store and get a hitch. Lost the impulse because he never came back. So now it's like, I got a hitch for you if you need one. 2-inch ball. What else? We have the new cherry picker in here, dude. I'm so excited to back one of the boats up in here and get the motors off, do a little swip swap. Here is kind of all the extra stuff over the past couple builds. We have a bunch of deep cycle batteries, 2 of them over here, and a, what is that, like a 2 or 3 bank, maybe a 3 bank battery charger. This is one of the wire covers from a Carolina Skiff. A bunch of rod holders, stainless and plastic, a gas tank, a kicker plate, some extra cables. These are the new controls for the Yamaha that I'm gonna put on the 60 because the 60 came with the top mount, so I'm gonna go back to side controls. trailer jack, solar power, some rope, just a bunch of like miscellaneous stuff, you know what I mean? And then this is my like wiring area. It looks super messy, but I know where everything is at. I have a bunch of Minn Kota remotes. I got a bunch in the truck. I got a bunch over here, like kind of just spread throughout. A bunch of these little ones, a bunch of these. I got a bunch on me. But dude, I'm so stoked on the garage being all clean. We got our jack over here, jack stands. Dude, definitely a breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. So, I mean, I appreciate you for tuning in this long. If you made it to this point of the video, you're a legend for sure. Now that we have the cherry picker, we get to do some real work. And I'm not gonna throw my back out, and I'm not gonna pass out due to heart failure and trying to lift up a motor off the transom. Been there, done that. But if you're interested in watching the old boy take off these motors and do the old swip swap, then tune in for part 2. Because the next video, what, dude, we got a laundry list tomorrow. We got to take the 60 off and kind of lay it over here. We got to take the 50 off of the Baycraft, selling it in the morning, selling the Jones brother in the afternoon. I have to check out a warehouse. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I sold the trailer earlier. I don't know, dude, I got a lot to do, honestly. I'm stressed. But at least we have a kind of a more of a clean workspace. So, enough of all that. We're gonna be turning some wrenches tomorrow. So tune in. I'd love for you to tag along and hang out with you guys. Had a good time in Stuart, back in Jack's, back to work. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Brother, I've been working so much I didn't forgot about the Carolina Skiff. I'm about to go check on her. But dude, we got to get back out on the water to catch some fish. I got to install the onboard charger. Got to do a little buttoning up, tightening up here and there, making it look good. Get it ready for sale, fish it a couple times, and then get that one out the door to its new happy owner. The 16 is sweet. Dude, I love the 16 with the 112. Brother, love you guys. Peace.